What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the 2-Bit Crypto channel. My name is Mike. In this video, we have a sponsored review of Cujo Inu tokens. So we're going to take a look at that. And if that's something you like the sound of, make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. We've got some big things planned for 2022. Give it a thumbs up and let us jump into Cujo Inu. So here we are, the decentralized ecosystem, the Shiba Inu killer. So we've had the Dogecoin killer, and now the rival to that is the Shiba Inu. So Cujo Swap, the next generation of DeFi social experiments version 2.0, staking, swapping, and lock-in. So we're going to take a look at this. As ever, anything on this channel is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. We are purely reviewing this token. Invest it at your own risk. Obviously, do your own research first and foremost. So let's take a look at the project and goals. So Shiba Inu has shown the strength of an ecosystem built on the community through collaboration and cooperation. They've risen to the top of the DeFi world, and we know that Shiba's, top 15 token at the minute. Cujo Inu was creating a similar community with an unfilled goal to surpass SHIB Inu. So 40% total supply was initially burned on the dead wallet. Great that we see the wallet address, and we'll check that out on Etherscan in a minute as well. Any tokens that are purchased by a bot and caught by our countermeasures will also effectively be permanently burnt, which I think is a really nice little touch, and not often we see that in some projects. Additionally, 30% of the total supply is locked on Uniswap, and the remaining 30% is going towards staking, but is locked until our D app is released. So some pretty exciting stuff straight off the bat with Cujo Inu. So you can see here, locked with liquidity, you can click and you can go and check. So you can see it's through the Unicrypt network, and we can see that we have 86.6% locked, and we can see the value that's under there in Uniswap. So good to see, and like I said, good that the links work. 40% initial burn takes you to the Etherscan. So again, we can check that. There's a transaction. We can see the total value, and equally, when we click into Etherscan, we can see under the null address here, 40% burn. So good, again, that we can see that. We'll take a look at the white paper in just a minute. And then rewards for staking, which is locked. And again, you can see here, they've already moved the tokens. You can see nearly 4,000 on the Ether price, and you can see the transaction that got moved across. So look, so all good in terms of what they're committing to and what they're doing. So what is Cujo token all about? So Cujo is the native currency. We'll take a look at the price very, very shortly. Center focus the entire Cujo community and ecosystem, and will continue to unlock newfound utility. So as the project grows, again, it's very early on in this project, more use cases will come to market. Cujo, you'll be able to stake, and you'll be able to multiple staking pools, including single-sided Cujo pool, the Cujo ETH pool. Any tokens are directly partner with the Cujo token and community. So that's, really exciting. And we'll see, obviously, as that grows. And then the Cujo swap, which, I think a lot of tokens are doing this kind of swap mechanism. And I think, as each one comes out and each one develops, it's certainly a good asset to have. So look, exciting to do on there. How do you buy it? Well, currently you can get it on Uniswap and on Shiba Swap, and you can also get it over on FegX. Decentralized project, we always recommend to use the automated market makers, AMM, such as Uniswap wherever possible, since all interactions on Uniswap are within the user's control. So again, and it just talks us through what you need to do. So ERC20, very similar to how you would always go and buy a DeFi project. And look, if you've been around, if you've not seen, I have a video on the channel around how to use MetaMask, how to set it all up, and how to go and buy it. The key bits here: set the MetaMask, take this token. I'll link the website down in the description below so you can go and check it out. But that's the contract address to import your token to go and buy Cujo tokens and swap ETH for Cujo. So let's take a look at their roadmap. So Q1 2022, so slightly early on the list. Website launch, token launch, which we can see, and that's what we're talking through now. The awareness marketing campaign, the Cujo staking systems initial pools, the BSC launch, so multi-chain, which is exciting. Token partnerships, beta release, swap fees and rewards program, liquidity lock-in, mass media marketing campaign, which is pretty exciting. And the fact that they just kind of released that Q1, see where they get to, feels really reserved, feels like they want to land this 100%. And then move on to bigger and better things. I've been talking to some of the developers from it as well, and it feels like they're pretty kind of solid. They were clear on happy to do me a complete impartial review on what I thought of this project. Now look, the future of Cujo, we do not even put in all our cards on the table immediately. This is why we will only be releasing a brief basic summary of our roadmap for the coming quarter. We are keeping most of the details of our developments close to the chest in order to ensure that we are the first to execute these new functions and let other tokens be the ones trying to catch us up. Cujo has the few functions for Cujo Swap announced that are the same and will shake up the DeFi space. So again, pretty exciting to see. And then obviously it just takes us through the socials. So Cujo is powered by the community. Join the pack. We need you. And, clearly the Shiba Inu there is not having a great time. So look, that's the website. Pretty clean website. I like the graphics that sit on it. When we take a look at their white paper, so we can see there, the killer paper version 1, Cujo Inu ecosystem. Talks a little bit about the introduction, which we've kind of discussed straight and foremost there. ERC20 token, you know, we all know what they are. The rival Cujo swap. So again, you know, shaking that DeFi space up, staking, swapping, locking, operations being fully independent. Central entity means the power and creativity is in the hands of users. So really important that the power is with people. So just at the bottom, just so you're all clear on this, again, so in terms of fees, similar fashion, Uniswap 0.3%. Cujo swap will take a small fee, 0.2%, so better than Uniswap, and will pay the liquidity pool accompanying the 0.075 fee, which will also be directly deposited into the rewards pool to sustain the staking pool growth. So the token will grow, the value will grow, and your holdings will grow as well. Talks a little bit like liquidity, so locking in the process being developed. More details will be included here in the near future. At the moment, the best example of the service is to assure that this will function will near how Unicrypt provides liquidity. So again, this tax and how they do it keeps filling that liquidity pool, which is good to see. Tokenomics, we have looked at it, so we can see there 40% burn, 30% staking rewards, 30% of Uniswap liquidity, and we've seen all of those on Etherscan, which is good to see. And then the rates, so liquidity rate, 3% on buys, 4% on sales, 2% on the development rate, 3% in the marketing rate. So talked about the roadmap, and again, you know, they're saying that they're going to keep it to their chest and release it as and when this kind of grows. And then just that the living document and the information is up to date at the time of publishing. So we're going to see more and more come to Cujo Swap and more come on here. Taking a look at their socials, so over on their Twitter, 213 followers. You know, it seemed pretty active 22 hours ago, an hour ago. You know, feels like it's starting to gain some momentum, so good to see on that. Their Telegram members, close to nearly 1,000 members, which is great. 250 online. It's always good to see an active community. And then let's take a look at the all-important price market. So again, launched yesterday, 28th of December. Interesting bits, just under $500,000 in terms of liquidity, 1.4 million in terms of daily volume. Transactions 1,086, which is good. 404 holders, so very, very new to the project. And market cap just under that $2 million mark. So obviously with a lot of tokens, initial good buy up. And then obviously the sells, you know, pretty standard kind of new token launch. A couple of selling on going on at the minute. Obviously as the marketing campaign goes, then I would expect to see some good buys. So that is it for Cujo token. Again, not financial advice. Go and do your own research. This is a sponsored review of this project. Certainly what they're saying feels pretty good. Certainly the concepts behind it seem good, and we'll see what comes of this. So that's going to do it for this video. As ever, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.